This picture was taken 5 years ago at an Afrikaans public speaking event when I was still in grade 8 at King Edward VII School. Fast forward 5 years, and in this photo I'm standing alongside a bunch of friends who I'm proud to call my Red Brothers. This is the story of my journey as a part of the Red Machine. 2015 was quite an amazing year for me, despite the fact that I was brand new to the school and rather lost at times. I found myself right at home within my hockey team and reignited my fondness of the sport alongside people who I am still really close with till today. In this year, I embarked on a voyage that saw me building on my passion for photography by joining the Photographic Society. To my surprise, I was graded as a 4-star worker from the get-go, just one tier below the highest possible rank within the society, something which had never been achieved by anyone else to that point. In that moment, I knew that I should pursue the prospect of colors in the sculpture activity, and as such, my portfolio of photos grew exponentially as I carried my trusty camera everywhere. From sports fixtures to abstract to landscapes to the boys, you could find me capturing it behind a lens. All of this hard work and dedication, in addition to the marvelous support of so many of my peers and educators, allowed me to become the best photographer that I could be. I even had the honor of attending multiple expressions evenings where the arts were celebrated in their various forms. And even though I never imagined that I would be an actor in a house play, I starred as Raj from The Big Bang Theory in the 2018 Davis House play and took on the role of stage manager in last year's play. Unfortunately, I only have one photo to prove this, yet I'm sure that anyone you ask can attest to my highly amateur yet hilarious performances. 11 November 2018. On this truly historic day in the context of the world as a whole, I stood alongside my fellow brothers to honor those who fought so valiantly and laid down their lives for peace in World War I. The centenary of the armistice that brought this war to an end was marked by a solemn service carried out by our class as we realized more than ever just how lucky we were to lead a life unplagued by war and strife. Our families were present to witness the incredible discipline that it took to make it through the memorial parade, and I am sure that I speak for every King Edward boy when I say that this day is one which is impossible to forget. Reunion assemblies. Truly incredible memories are made here, and not too unexpectedly, quite a few jokes as well. Hosted around the weekends of our major sports fixtures, these events never failed to bring everyone together for a good old loud and proud school war cry, including the old boys. The reunion assembly for the class of 2019 is something which I'm certainly looking forward to, and hopefully it will be here before we know it. The Reds. Enough said, let's go!
Come on! die, bury me with the K.E.S badge. When I die, bury me with the K.E.S badge. When I die, bury me with the K.E.S badge. When I die, bury me with the K.E.S badge. When I die, bury me with the K.E.S badge. When I die, bury me with the K.E.S badge. When I die, bury me with the K.E.S badge. When I die, bury me with the K.E.S badge. When I die, bury me with the K.E.S badge. When I die, bury me with the K.E.S badge.
Okay, that was quite some hype back there. Well, don't you worry, because we are toning it down somewhat now. I truly consider myself lucky to have enjoyed 3 matric dances. However, the twist comes in the form of 2 of them not being my own. In fact, I took the opportunity to be a school photographer for the matric dance from grade 10, and as such, the aforementioned is true. One thing I must admit though, is that my matric dance, or MD as it is more commonly known, was nothing short of incredible. Thanks to the support of my family and the generosity of my aunt and uncle, I was able to enjoy an especially elegant pre-drink celebration, and my date and I certainly made a grand entrance in a Ferrari and Porsche respectively. Having all of my peers around me for my matric dance was the cherry on top, and together we had the time of our lives. I would like to thank everyone that made this night so unforgettable, and please know that you all mean more to me than I can ever express in words. Coming back to my photographic journey, 2017 was the year when everything changed forever. A perfectly timed photo of the crowd at a Reds match earned me the ultimate prize of a PSSA bronze medal, the highest award acquirable by a student photographer in the country. I shall never forget the feeling of elation I experienced when I received the email stating that I had won the 13th up-and-coming competition hosted by the Photographic Society of South Africa. And since then, everything has been on the up and up. In 2018, I was awarded a team blazer for my achievements, and colors were within my reach. At the end of the year, I was awarded with the Photo of the Year and a trophy that had been found after pretty much 3 decades, something which I had never imagined in my wildest dreams. Looking ahead, all I had left to attain before attaining legendary status were colors and the highly lauded Certificate of Excellence from the PSSA. Despite a rough start in 2019, supported by my friends and family, I finally acquired the coveted accolade of Photographic Society colors, along with a round of applause that nearly brought the school hall's roof crashing down, as well as the exclusive PSSA Certificate of Excellence. Ever since then, my passion for the art of photography has continued to grow, and I have diversified my subject matter greatly, something which I am very proud of. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for backing me on this incredible ride. My academics have always been an integral part of my life, and over my years at King Edward VII School, I acquired many an accolade for exemplary overall performance and in various subjects too. In 2018, whilst I was in grade 11, I was awarded academic colours along with the indicative shiny cashmere robe and maroon tie at the very first opportunity to attain them. Following that, a challenging matric year followed, and I suffered from a substandard performance in the first term. Needing to pick myself up quickly, a massive wave of encouragement came from my peers, which proved to be invaluable and allowed me to power through the rest of 2019. When the valediction service arrived, our matric group was filled with both a sense of excitement and gloom, as we had all made it to the closing stages of matric, but one of the last times we would see each other too. Nonetheless, I was overjoyed to receive the award for the joint highest mark in English and the runner-up prize for creative writing in English as well. To top it all off, I also received the highly acclaimed Gold Academic Medal for consistently excellent performance throughout high school. The celebrations following the formal service resulted in some of the greatest and most bittersweet memories we will ever have, with our last ever school war cry and photos with each other that ultimately marked the end of such an incredible chapter of our lives. It certainly was not easy letting go, and if I am honest, I'm not sure that anything else will quite be the same as the bond that we Red Brothers shared. To all of the 2019 King Edward Matrics out there, I would like to thank you for all of the incredible laughs and good times that we enjoyed, as well as the indescribable love that we had for one another. It truly is something unique and I will miss it greatly. I love all of you guys so much and nothing will ever change that. Apart from my family, friends and all of you Shenz63 Gamers, the validation that I received from my educators truly made all the difference to my mental and emotional state while I was at school and faced with difficulty. I would like to give special thanks to Mrs. Visser, my physics and chemistry teacher, who believed in me when I could not and guided me to a distinction in physical science at the end of matric. Even though she never taught me in class, Mrs. Fielding, as you may know, shared a great deal of wisdom with me and supported every venture that I embarked on, something without which I would not have achieved as much as I did. My house class teacher, Ms. Skula, was simply the sweetest person you could ever find and never failed to put a smile on my face when I needed it most. Lastly, Mr. Dunn, my geography teacher and hockey coach at one point, supported the channel just like all of you and was a true legend in every way. If education is important, then the people who impart it are even more so. On that note, from me to my educators, I would like you to know that I could never have stood where I do today without you. I owe you so much and I will never forget your amazing impact on my life. The squad. High school just isn't the same without one. These are the people who you cannot help but hug and share everything with. They are the people who you would do anything for and the people who would do anything for you. During my time at King Edward VII School, I was incredibly lucky to meet the most amazing bunch of guys on this earth to spend my mornings before the first bell with and many insanely funny nights with over the mic whilst gaming. Pretty much whenever we wanted to hang out, we all made a plan to organize it no matter the circumstances. Whenever life gave us lemons, we squeezed them right back into life's eyes and took on the world together every day. If there is one thing which I will miss most about my high school career, it is these guys. We laughed together, celebrated together, played sport together, watched Reds matches together, cried together, and even roasted each other together. We created our favorite memories together, and the past 5 years of my life would have been dull without these guys. I simply would not trade anything in this world for our friendship and brotherhood, and I'm so grateful to have been blessed with their presence in my life. To the squad, I have this to say. Come rain or shine, I will always be there for you. I will never leave your side, and I love you with all my heart. No matter where our lives take us, we will always find each other and laugh at the same wacky jokes we created all those years ago. Because of this, you guys are my squad. You are the guys I cannot live without. Thank you for everything. I will miss you so very much. And so, 5 years after starting high school as a slightly bemused grade 8 boy, I have developed into a self-confident and loving young man who is proud of the fine institution that molded him into who he is today. Thank you so much, King Edward VII School. I am forever red.